Today I want to talk about 3 dominant thoughts that your buyers have, and I'll give you the exact sales strategy to close the sale. The problem today is that it's October already. You only have less than 3 months. No point giving you concepts. I'm going to give you exact execution. Go get the sales. Next year, come back earlier. We'll teach you how to grow trees. See, the problem is everybody wants to pluck apples, but you have not been growing apple trees. There are no apples to pluck. Now all I can do is ask you to go other people's farm and pluck other people's apples. All right? But next year, come back earlier. Come and see me. I'll teach you how to grow apple trees, okay? And people come and pay for the apples. Would you like that? Nice. Now, so the first thought that many of your prospects are having today is, I'm busy. Agree or not? That's the first excuse they gave to tell you. And actually, the truth is, it's not just your prospects that are busy. You are busy as well. Right? We're inundated with what? Phones, emails, social media notifications. Nobody has time for anything at all. As a result of that, our biggest problem is not budget. Our biggest problem is inattention. Because you can have the best product or service in the world, but if your prospect is not willing to pay attention to you, you have no chance to secure a sit down. Would you agree? So nobody will know about you. So your job, and as a result of that, some of you guys have problems with prospects. So you have a lead generation issue. I would say that your issue is because you have an attention issue. You're not catching people's attention. That's the reason why I tell my mentees all the time that today, the battle is not fought in your wallets. The battle is fought in the mind. It's mind share. Now, I see you guys are taking notes. Would you like my slides? So you can just enjoy yourself. Okay, I'll tell you when to take pictures. Can? Okay? So don't worry. Anyway, that's the reason why you take pictures, you don't have referrals, so no point. You know why? That's why we call your phones smartphones, because your phones are smarter than you. Because you take all these pictures, but you never refer, right? So we're going to teach you how to apply. Now, the exact strategy I'm going to teach you is called the bait hook strategy, inspired from all the Korean drama that I watched. Now, so we're going to talk about it in a short while, and that's going to help you capture attention and secure appointments. So first of all, the bait allows you to capture attention. The hook allows you to secure the appointment. Okay, so where did that come from? First of all, let's learn. Let's learn from our mobile phones. Would you agree that all of us, our attention is on a mobile phone all the time, right? So I want all of you to take out your handphones. We're going to learn something from your mobile phones. You see, it's not the phone that's interesting, it's the apps in the phone that's interesting, right? So as you take out your phone, could you very quickly shout out to me your favorite app? Okay, I love this crowd. Amazing. What else? Facebook. What else? Snapchat. Huh? Tinder. I heard Tinder. Oh, you don't need Tinder. Today, so many. Swipe. You don't need swipe. Just shake hands. Now, no matter what apps that you give me, I can easily categorize into 3 categories. And that gives us a hint on how to capture the attention of today's customers. You see, if you look at the screen today, you realize that there's this group over here, which is your Evernote, your Things, Uber, Grab, Panda, right? Now, all this, and then you have Facebook, Tinder, Snapchat, Instagram. By the way, do you guys have Instagram? All right, good. Now, and then last but not least, you have Spotify, YouTube, Mobile Legends, right? So, can you see the categories already? You realize that there are 3 types of apps: utility apps, social apps, and fun apps or entertainment apps. So for the same reason, if you ever want to capture a person's attention, you either got to be giving something useful, or you got to be social, or you got to make sure you're very entertaining. You're not boring as a person. So I always tell advisors, you need to get a life. I believe in hustling, but I believe that you go out there and have fun. Because if you are boring, no one's going to talk to you, right? So now listen. Now you understand why many times when you call your customers or your prospects, they don't pay attention. Because all you're doing is you're dangling an offer. Oh, we got a discount. Our company is launching a new product, right? Or worse one, it's time to do a review. This is all boring stuff. Our prospects are immune to those strategies. That's why I say many of the cold call strategies, many of the what we call canvassing strategies, right? They are not as effective because they're interruptive and people are immune. You need new prospecting methods. And so, let's go. So you need to either teach, connect, or entertain. Now, show you something. So 2 of my students are here. Actually, one of them are here. Joey is here, right? I just met Joey yesterday. I shared with her an idea that allowed her to get 14 referrals and 5 repeated sales. I shared with another lady called Catherine. She got 16 referrals, 4 repeated sales. Would you like to know the idea? Are you ready? Very quickly. Now, this is what you do. Take a piece of paper. Not now. Go home when you do that. Huh? Take a piece of paper. List down your top 20 clients. How do I define top 20 clients? Well, first of all, that client has to be somebody that has a huge premium. That means they're profitable, right? And it's up to you to decide whether they are profitable or not. Number 2, you love them. You know what's love them, right? It means if you're no longer an advisor, you'll still go out with them and drink coffee because you like them. Many of our clients, right, we only like them because they have a lot of money. But truth is, we don't want to hang out with them. True? Cannot. I want a client that has the money, but you also like them. Last but not least, have a network. Have a big network, right? People that they can refer you to. Now, so you have about 20 of them. And then every single day, you will talk to the first person on the list. So you notice here I have 20, right? And today is Monday, so I'll go after the first person here. The first person, number 1, maybe John. And my job is every single day, I got to find a way to stay in touch with the first person on the list. This strategy is called a keep in touch strategy, right? Now, how do you do that? Well, first of all, you can either teach. In other words, send them an article, recommend them a book to read, share with them something that you have recently answered, maybe a burning question that you answered. Text them, WhatsApp them, Facebook, Instagram them. Or connect them with somebody that you think they like to know. So yesterday I was with my mentees and we found out that there's one client that runs restaurants and then another client that actually does marketing. You could put 2 clients together, you add value to 3 people. To 2 of them plus yourself. Most of you guys, if you have been in the market for 2 to 3 years, you have a network that you can broker, right? So that's connecting. Or last but not least, organize fun events where you can take them out and make sure they're always +1. Bring someone that you want to meet. Entertaining events. So that's what I tell them. I say that every day you contact the first person. It's easy. 5 minutes, you're done. Once you contact the first person, either you teach, connect, entertain, bring that person down to number 21. Then you're done for the day. Tomorrow, which is Tuesday, you go after the second person. You do the same thing. Teach, connect, entertain. Any one of them. And then after that, you bring it down to the bottom. Understand? Your job is to get them familiar with you. Many times we receive calls from advisors, we kind of guess that you want to sell something. I want you to surprise them by giving them massive amount of value. What if they thank you? They say, hey, thanks, man. Thanks for doing this for me. I really appreciate it. What should you say when people say thank you? No, don't say you're welcome. I'll teach you what to say. Record this down. Oh, by the way, I'd rather you switch on your recorder than to switch on your phone because I'm going to give you scripts, okay? And anyway, I'll tell you where to get this video. So, no, it's okay. So, I'm going to start, So, you call the person, and the person will say thank you, right? You say, you know what, James? The best way to thank me is to come meet up with me. Let me help you. There are a lot of things I want to help you that I can't because I don't get to see you. Or the best way to thank me is, introduce somebody to me so I can help somebody. Understand or not? So don't say you're welcome anymore, right? Okay. Anyway, Lishan, could you help me? So I hope you guys got Instagram, pretty active on Instagram. I'm experimenting a lot of new attraction methods to teach you how to do recruitment and sales on Instagram. So stay in touch with me, watch what I'm doing, you can model. So come with me on Instagram at the end of today, okay? And this is what I'd like you to do. Just DM me. So this is my tag, Eric Feng, Eric Feng XOXO. Follow me on Instagram, DM me, direct message me. I'll send you a link that has my video on that tactic that I just shared with you. A bit a longer version so that you can really digest it and go apply it, okay? Only thing I want you to do for me is when you get results, could you let me know, encourage me a bit? Can? All right, so could you pat the person beside you and say, must do, okay. Now, more. Remember bait hook strategy? That one was just bonus, okay? That was just bonus because you came. Now we're going to go into more stuff. So today, I want to focus on the utility piece. How are you going to use utility as a way to bait hook your prospect into an appointment? So if you apply this to the financial service or into any of your industry, it's actually a teaching strategy. Now, why do you need to start positioning yourself as teachers? Because, number 1, you might say, Eric, there's internet today, right? Why would they need me to give information? Everybody can research and Google information online, true? Now, true and not true. I'll tell you why. Today, trying to, get information on the internet is like trying to drink water from the fire hydrant. People are overwhelmed. They do not know what's real information. Your job is to help them be better informed. Right? So, number 2, when you start teaching and giving advice, insights into not just financial planning, but anything related to that topic, people start to perceive you as an authority. If I get to see you one more time, I'll teach you a little bit about personal branding. Okay? It's very important. You need to position yourself not as a salesperson, but as an advisor, as a trusted authority. So that's the second one. The third one If I find the information you give valuable, now you activate this thing called reciprocity. And therefore, I'm a lot more open to listen to you. So that's the reason why one of the things that you need to start doing 2018 is to start positioning yourself as an advisor, a teacher. You can leverage on social media. You can leverage on all the platforms out there. But right now, today, I'll teach you a simple strategy to get you all the appointments, okay? Then we'll do the deeper one. So this is how it works. I'll give you many, many examples. Number one, you always start by identifying a problem of your target market. In my book, I call it affinity market because I do not just want you to target people, I want you to target your potential fan base. Fan base love you and they'll never leave you. Potential target market, they leave you the minute someone gives a better discount. All right, so if you want to find your fan base, go check out the book. But for now, I assume you know your fan base, and I'm going to share this example. This is one of my students. His target market, or what we call affinity market, are young couples of a certain profile. Young couples who want to get married. One of the biggest problems they have is they love to have a fairy tale wedding, but they only got Cinderella budget. Right? So, do you realize it's got nothing to do with financial planning per se? Because the minute you teach people about insurance, nobody wants to listen to you. Because they know you're trying to sell. So the topic has to be something relevant to them, but it doesn't necessarily have to be related to money. Okay? So this is one of the things they did. So the solution was he created an event, a simple event, for just 10 couples. The title of the event was 10 Creative Solutions to have a Hollywood or fairy tale wedding, even if you're on a tight budget. So he attracted 10 couples to come in. And then, this is not all. If you just give them solution, they will not see you for an appointment. That's our problem. You need, the difference is this. You need to introduce a bigger problem near to the end of your sharing, or the end of your article if you're doing an article, the end of a video if you're doing a video. This is the trick. Now, the bigger problem cannot be solved unless they meet you. The bigger solution is meeting you. Are you all getting it? Okay, good. Now, so in this case, I got my student to introduce a bigger problem like this. Near to the end of his presentation, he says something like this. He said, now, today I've taught you how to plan a perfect wedding. But don't forget, a wedding is just one day. Marriage is a lifetime. Would you want to have a perfect marriage? If you do, come talk to me at the end of the program, and then I'll share with you how. Does it make sense? Okay, so that's the bigger problem, bigger solution. Now, by the way, the closing ratio was 30%. So he had 10 couples listening in, and then he closed 3 couples for insurance. Not too bad for a day. Just need to improve his closing ratio. Yeah? Now, where do I learn that from? Well, I learned it from Game of Thrones. You guys say, I say you should watch TV, really. Sometimes you should watch TV because you learn a lot of things from outside. Anyone Game of Thrones, GOT fans? Oh man, we should take photos together, huh? Later. Okay, never mind. Korean drama, anyone? Not bad. Okay, the rest of you, never mind, okay? I'll tell you exactly what I've learned. Do you notice that these kind of dramas are very addictive? Because they will introduce a problem, right? Mother-in-law, or maybe, a love enemy, right? So boy likes girl, girl likes boy. But they never come together because of the in-between, right or not? So what happened is the whole entire episode was about resolving that problem, right? Trying to see them come together. That's the solution. But just as they're about to hold hands, come together and kiss, suddenly you see the girl nosebleed. And then face turn white. Then she faint. Then episode cut. Because they introduce a new problem, what we call a plot twist. And then you can only resolve it when you watch the next episode. You understand? So I teach you how to stop your addiction, all right? Whenever you watch anything, Orange is the New Black or whatever show, CSI, make sure you only watch halfway the episode. Because if you watch halfway, right, no twist, no plot twist yet, then you'll be okay, all right? So I use the same strategy for my students. So I'll give you a lot more example. I have another one of my mentees. The problem is a lot of the young people in Singapore, they do not know the fine print behind the SAF policy. SAF is Singapore Armed Force. So many of us, we pay for a $17 insurance policy, which acts like a term insurance, but it's actually group insurance. So there are a lot of limitations. So he did a video. This is him. And I taught him what to do, and these are the results. He got 8.4K views, 85 likes, 53 shares. Now, what he did was, he introduced a bigger problem at the end of the video. He said that, now I share with you all this, it means that this has limitations, major limitation. So if you still want the things that I just talked about, drop me a message, DM me, private message me, and we'll see you for an appointment. That was how he does it, right? How much more referrals he got? 4 times more referrals. Today, video is the latest form of communication, right? Followed by voice. So you need to start leveraging on this digital media. So that's one of them. How many of you don't mind having 4 times more referrals? Exactly, right? So that's the idea. More examples. I'll give you one more. I have another group of my mentee. He is targeting the special needs families in Singapore, 20,000 families of them. Are there special needs in Malaysia as well? Very big, right? So what he did was he did a seminar on managing a special needs child. Notice, nothing to do with financial planning, right? And then, at the end of it, he said that financial planning is very complex, and he demonstrated how complex it is. Because the person can have the money, the child can have the money, but she doesn't know how to manage the money, right? So, come see me at the back of the room, and I'll teach you exactly how to manage that. And that was how they secure the appointments. Would you like to see their results? Okay, so this is from one of the WhatsApp messages when they updated me. 7 families turned up for that little event. 6 families closed, 85% closing ratio, making about $4,000 to $20,000 commission per family, right? So it's a great market. The reason why they can do that is because they found their affinity market. It doesn't mean that you guys can go after the special needs family. You need to find your own fan base, right? And then after that, use the bait hook strategy. So, how do you do it? Very easy. You need to take a piece of paper, put down your affinity market. Who's your affinity market? And then, you need to find out what is it that they have no idea about, what are they frustrated about, what are some of the misconceptions they have, etc., etc. You create a list for financial planning. Yeah? So it's got to do with everything that you do, your area of expertise. However, you also find out other interests. So for example, I have a student of mine, she goes after young moms. And one of the problems that they are frustrated about is young moms trying to educate their kids on Mandarin. It's a big thing, right? So she came up with an idea on how to teach her children, Mia, Mandarin. And she did a fantastic job. And that's how she built a following for herself for young moms. So you could do the same thing as well. Whole list, okay?